Okay, hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before I begin with this lesson, I want to start by giving all praises, honor, and glory to our power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders at Great Millstone, who do well and teach well. Shalom to the hopeful elect and your icon, pushing this word to the four corners of the earth with all truth and sincerity, making your calling and election sure. And this is going to be a lesson going more into, the mindset that we need to have with the knowing of, what's getting ready to come upon Babylon the Great. And I have, I had to screen record this situation or occurrence that happened to me when I got hopped on, the TikTok app. And it was a spirit because this was literally a day after seeing that movie Leave the World Behind. And what happened in that movie, they got hit with what? A cyber attack. Right, hackers came and dismantled, right, the phones, the internet, so on and so forth. But if you see this article, it says China's cyber army is invading critical U.S. services, including the power grid, ports, pipelines, and water utilities. But this is not more so going into, the cyber attack in itself. This is more so going into how we need to conduct ourselves coming into this time of Jacob's trouble, which are going to include our comforts being taken away from us, okay? Because this is a time of Jake getting ready to prepare what? Carnally. They're getting ready to start preparing carnally, man. And we are supposed to do the opposite of that. But I'm going to let this play out just, to solidify it more and show you brothers, man, that this is happening, man. Sooner or later, we're going to wake up and things are all going to be changed. But this is, let me just play the video real quick. Let me out the dog. Come on. Go for it. All right, so I'm play real quick. All right.
Affiliated with China's people.
In communications, transportations, water utilities, and power.
The
U.S. has been infiltrated.
Logistical city army is invading.
All right, y'all got to tap into this one.
Doctrines is now from our nation's capital.
No, pretty much just go down one.
In communication,
back to this little pink. And I was just like, man, that's the spirit, bro. So when you see stuff like this, because now you're seeing it, man. Ezekiel, the 12th chapter. That proverb in Israel saying that those days are for a time that's far away, that's hitting our people, man. All that's not going to be till my kids are going to experience that. Nope. This is happening right now, right before your eyes. And that movie, Leave the World Behind, it was just about that, right? Except it was Korea and I forgot the Iranians, Iran. Okay. And who produced that movie? Barack Obama, Michelle Obama. And remember, the main thing that people are going to do when this shit happens and this shit cracks is lean on carnal means of deliverance, bro. Let me show you this. Let's get in the book of Romans, the 8th chapter. And these precepts, man, you got to really get ready to apply these things, man. Speaking to myself first and foremost. Right, when you read these precepts of, walking after, the spirit and, let's read it. You gotta actually, absorb these precepts. And when this shit hits and this shit cracks, right, when Jacob's trouble is made in full effect, man, because that's going to be tied in with the famine of the word, right? The phone's being shut down. How are they going to be able to hear the truth? How are you people that are, out here on the sidelines not taking anything serious going to be able to gather yourselves up, mentally? You're not going to be able to. This is why the scriptures say that wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. And also, the book of Sirach is going to come into a lot of brothers' minds as well, right? Make not haste in the time of trouble. And then, we're going to lean on Yahweh Shem Shai to provide for our food, water, clothing, and shelter, what you people have not been standing up for. It was crazy because I seen a comment as well too. Salaki for rambling. I seen a comment that someone had left under one of those videos of the articles of the cyber attacks, and he said he was scared because he knows that he hasn't been in the right with, he said Jesus Christ, but we understand that that's not his name. But nonetheless, that's how a lot of you people are going to feel during that time. Okay, that's exactly how you're gonna feel. Let me actually get this. Proverbs, first chapter. This is Proverbs 1, and I'm gonna just get straight to the point, bro. Yep, right here. Verse 24, because I have called, and ye refused. I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. But ye have set a knot at all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind. When distress and anguish cometh upon you, what are you people going to do? Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer them. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. Let's get this. This is the book of Sirach 5 and 7, also known as Ecclesiasticus. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth. China's not going to let America know when they're going to do that cyber attack. Okay? And even if they did, right, because we understand that these elites are all in cahoots with one another, they're not going to let the public know. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security, right, when you think you're chilling, thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance, man. So you got to constantly be, the Lord has to constantly be on your mind, bro. But nonetheless, we got to get ready to, walk, spiritually, man. This is the book of Romans chapter 8, and I'm going to start at verse 5. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh. This is when a lot of you people that have been playing around with the name of the Lord and the truth, right? This is when you guys are gonna have only, fleshly thoughts in your mind on how you're gonna be able to deliver yourself, how we're gonna drink, how we're gonna eat, how we're gonna do this, and how we're gonna do that. But they that are after the Spirit, the things of the Spirit. We truly have been blessed with faith, man. You people out here in the world think we're just out here teaching just to teach. We're just making these lessons just to make them. We're just doing shit. No, we do this so we can get our asses saved from the times to come, and furthermore being good gracious with Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So when our water supply gets hit, electricity gets cut off, when there's just utter chaos out here in the world, that we have our heads on a swivel, man, that we are chilling, that we are good. We're going to lean on Yahweh Bashim Yahushai because we believe these scriptures so much that we go out there and do the work. Verse 6, for to be carnally minded is death. Man, I don't know how I'm going to drink, how I'm going to eat. I'm just going to go and take that chip so I can, feed my family. But to be spiritually minded is life and peace, man. I don't got to worry about none of that shit, man. I just got to make sure that, we just keep pushing. Like, I don't got to worry about how I'm going to eat or drink, bro. I just got to, pray to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and, hey, dodge these, people out here in the world, right? A prudent man foreseeth the evil, and he hideth himself, but the foolish man perish, but the simple perish therein, right? We're not going to follow the crowd. We're going to go the opposite way. Okay? And then again, we have the understanding of spiritual powers, and we have accounts of prophets and men of the Lord, how they were delivered. Okay? Verse 7, Because the carnal mind is enmity against the Most High, for it is not subject to the law of the Most High, neither indeed can be. So then they that are in the flesh cannot please the Most High. And this is another thing too, man. After watching that movie, that should show you people that bug out bags and things of that sort are not going to be, used for their intended purposes. Right? Bunkers as well. Because it's going to be so sudden, you may not even be in town when this shit cracks. Okay? Just like the main characters in that movie. Verse 9, but ye are not in the flesh, but in the spirit, if so be that the spirit of the Most High dwelleth in you. Now, if any man have not the spirit of Hamashiach, he is none of his. And that's the thing. Y'all people don't really have that Ruach HaKodesh, man, the Holy Spirit, which is, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of these scriptures, which is why you're going to be so quick to take that charagma, and furthermore, you're not going to be defended. Okay? Let's get this. Yep. This is the book of Sirach. I'm going to actually start at verse 1. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 2 and verse 1. My son, if thou comest to the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Right? The hour of temptation that's going to come upon all people is going to be the main temptation, which is going to be the sihip. That's going to show the Most High that you truly have faith in him to provide for your needs. When you people that don't have faith, right, you're going to take that sihip because you're going to understand that the Lord is not dealing with you, and you worship, Esau, Edom to provide for you. Verse 2, set thy heart aright and constantly endure and make not haste in the time of trouble. And we understand that Jacob's trouble is going to be one of the main things. It's going to be one of the main time that us brothers are going to be in trouble. Verse 3, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end, once your temptation is over. Right? Because brothers are going to be tempted for a minute, man. And then once you have passed your temptations, that's when you're going to be, you're going to be singing for joy in that time. Right? Because you're going to have, miracles come upon you, brothers, again. You're going to have all types of things, man, because, even like Elijah, it's one of my that's one of my favorite, accounts, when there was a famine in the land, right? No water, no food, because that's a big comfort that, us, Israelites, enjoy is food, man. And when that's taken away, we understand that when that happened to Elijah, the Lord had it to where he sent birds to go and feed him. Right? And we have that kind of faith, man. We have that kind of faith where we're getting ready to come into Jacob's trouble with the knowledge of, the Lord being able to do anything and everything for us, believers, his servants. Let me get this. So this is more for the mindset. This is Luke 1:37. Now I'm actually gonna start up. Oh yeah, this is when she wasn't able to have a kid, and then when she got old of age, the Lord had it to where she was still able to. Or no, she was called barren because she wasn't able to have a kid, and then the Most High, allowed her to have one. But this is Luke 1:37. For with the Most High, nothing shall be impossible. Because when you go into this precept, right through thy precepts, I get understanding. This is a precept. For with the Most High, nothing is impossible. Let me also get this one. I'm going to get impossible. I know there's another precept that goes into it. Yeah, it's actually this one. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 32 and verse 17. Lord Yahweh, behold, thou hast made the heaven and the earth by thy great power and a stretched out arm, and there is nothing too hard for thee. Okay? It's nothing for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. to look out for his men. Hey, this is another thing. Let me get this. Matthew 6 chapter. You know, that's another precept right there. This is Matthew chapter 6 and verse. Verse 26. Behold the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap nor gather into barns. Right? They don't have a bug out bag. Yet your heavenly Father feedeth them. Are ye not much better than they? Are you not much better than them birds, man? But my advice to you people, man, that don't have the spirit, you are a scoffer, you don't believe on the Lord, get the biggest bug out bag you can, but just know that you're not going to be able to make it through them nukes. But verse 3, man, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. That's where we're going to be changed to a low estate. And then actually go down more. Yep. Verse 10, look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? And this is what we're going to do. We're going to look at the generations of old and see, right? The scriptures even tell you, look at the old past. Take the old past. Verse 11, for the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering, right, patient, and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth in time of affliction, man. Verse 12, but woe be to the fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth two ways. You're in and out. Verse 13, woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not. Therefore shall he not be defended. Let me get this, man. This is another precept that I had. I sent it to the Ak. I'm right here. Yeah, what is it? Mark 6. Do it. This is the book of Mark, chapter 6 and verse 4. But Yahushua said unto him, a prophet is not without honor, but in his own country, and among his own kin, and in his own house. Right? Let me get in the NLT. I'll be able to break it down better. The GNT is cool too. It's right here. I see. Let's get the GNT. Yep. Yahushua said to them, prophets are respected everywhere except in their own hometown or by the relatives and their family. Verse 5, he was not able to perform any miracles there, except that he placed his hand on a few sick people and healed them. He was greatly surprised because the people did not have faith. Let's go back to the KJV. Search. Yep. Verse 5, and he can do no mighty work, save that he had laid his hand upon a few sick folk and healed them. And he marveled because of their unbelief. And he went round about the villages teaching. So, man, another common precept, man. I don't even want to bring it up because I do bring it up most of the time. But, you brothers know where I'm going with this. 2nd Ezra 9:7. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed, man, shall be preserved from the said perils, all right? Famine of the word, which can come by any means of cyber attacks, the famines, pestilences, right? Pestilences are definitely going to increase once the power goes out. And doctors and things of that sort aren't able to cure certain animals anymore. And they get let out, they roam free. Right in that movie, one of the kids gets bit by in that movie, Leave the World Behind, the son gets bit by an insect and has his, teeth fall out. So on and so forth. You're going to have pestilences increasing. You're going to have cyber attacks, which, cyber attacks are going to, bring all that. A sedition among men, 2nd Ezra 16th chapter, the invading of one another, so on and so forth, man. And shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. Because when you have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, you understand as well that you are predestined to, receive this. Okay, this all goes back to predestination of the elect. So with that, man, I'm gonna close out, bro. I just wanted to bring that out. The kind of mindset that we're gonna have, bro. There's a lot more precepts you can go in onto this. We're gonna be prisoners of hope. You can also read that Hebrews. Yep. Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is a substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. We're not gonna know how we're gonna eat or drink. We're not gonna know how we're gonna, warm ourselves up if this does hit during wintertime. We're not gonna know. Okay, but what? We understand that we have faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to deliver us in a time of affliction.